tracking progress. Now, this one, how do you track progress? You really have a couple of different ways. There's 4 big ways to do this. I'm going to show you, start with the one that's probably the most common for some people and actually the worst to do if you're gaining muscle. All right, number 1, really the scale. All right, so if you're trying to gain quality muscle, the scale is not the best way, but it can be if your scale can read more than just weight. If it has other biometric readers, such as it can read in body fat, it can read in muscle mass, bone density, things of that nature. InBody has a good one. You may hear bod pod, DEXA, hydrostatic weighing, things like that. Those are good systems to use because it can get pretty detailed on is your body actually gaining muscle. But let me actually tell you the ways I'm going to recommend if you're going to kind of avoid the scale. Because if you're trying to gain muscle, most likely it means you're trying to change the shape of your body. So my favorite way to do this, and I tell people this all the time, is pictures. Guys, I mean, if you're gaining muscle, you're probably got a reason for this one. Take pictures every single week, especially in the body parts you want to focus on. I know it's hard. I know it can be difficult for people. You don't have to share it for anyone. This can be in the private section of your photos album. Just take pictures on a weekly basis because, hey guys, unless you're filtering the pictures are going to lie. Either you grew or you didn't. All right. Another good way is your clothes. Are your clothes fitting better? Are they getting looser in the waist? Are they getting tighter in the arms? You're filling out your jeans a little better and your waist's still small? And if that's the case, that's good. But if you're noticing actually what ends up happening is, hey guys, I'm picking on men on this one, but let's say you're trying to grow your chest and arms and you're noticing it's getting nice and tight through here, which is what you want, but you're also noticing it's starting to stretch it out a little bit more in the stomach. Probably not a bad thing. It means you're probably eating a little too much of the fun stuff and not enough of the good stuff. Women, it could be the same thing for here. Let's say you're noticing that your butt's looking better, glutes are looking better, and everything's fitting great in your thighs and your glutes, but all of a sudden you're noticing that waist is getting a little too tight. Same thing could be happening for you. Now, when you go to gain muscle, it is true that you'll gain a little bit of fat, but if you're noticing your fat gain is outpacing your muscle gain, you need to make some changes and throttle some things back, okay? So that's where it comes down into the clothes. Last one, tape measure. Pretty easy one. Again, I'll pick on guys. Let's say you're trying to grow your arms, guys. You're growing your arms, and you notice the arm diameter or the circumference, of your arm increases. Great. But here's what you also make sure you do. If you're going to do that, measure your stomach as well, because if your stomach is outpacing your arms, you're probably having a little bit too much of the fun stuff, or you're probably pretty bloated at that point in time. Women, the same thing for you. Take measurement of the areas you want to focus on, but then also make sure you keep track of your waist. If your waist is outpacing the other body parts that you want, just be aware of that, and you may have to wrangle some things in. Now, what I just said by there is not gospel, not to be set in stone. This is just a good rule of thumb. If your pants are fitting tighter in ways you don't want them to fit tighter in, pay attention to that, guys. We're talking about gaining muscle over the course of time. We're not talking about doing a big bulk and doing a bulking stage like you see a lot of bodybuilders do. You don't want to do a bulking stage like a bodybuilders. Bodybuilders do this for sport. They operate by a different set of rules. You're not going to try to operate within those set of rules for that one. So, guys, if you focus this and you follow it this way, you get your blood checked on a frequent basis. I actually especially recommend every 3 to 4 months, guys. Every 3 to 4 months. You're getting your blood work checked. You're getting hormones checked, right? You're tracking your workouts. You're striving to beat your numbers each time. You're eating good quality food. You're increasing the calories when you need it. You're taking care to not stress yourself out too much, and you're tracking your progress. If you do all that, I can assure you, you will notice that you will gain good quality muscle. You will notice that the progress is so much more fun, and you will enjoy the results that much better.